can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. They're lining up to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. All right, guys, here's our first look at this offense today. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When a receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
A lot of eyeballs on the quarterback on this play, and that was able to freeze them for just that half second, and that allowed the receiver on the jet sweep to use his speed and get to the outside.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. They think there's room to run to the right here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On third down, going up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
Unloads it downfield. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
On second down, just keeps firing. Working the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
They'll keep it on the ground. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They'll snap it from the 34 on first and 10. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his depth, and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
They're about to get through their entire opening script of plays. This is the 11th play of the drive. Third down coming up. Feeling some heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that's a great job by this defense. You don't care about yards anymore. Yards are arbitrary. Let them drive down the field, so be it. You want to keep touchdowns off the board, and they might have just done that with a sack right there.
And the field goal unit is on the field. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drop. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You've got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. And it's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Matthews. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
This is a receiver who's so dangerous once he has the football in his hands. That's a simple slant pass, but after he catches it, he's able to work in the middle of the field, finds the open green, and get the first down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He wants to throw. They'll run the screen. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going. And the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
Second and short now after that completion. They'll run the option. Quick toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Matthews. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I really like this slot receiver. And I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes. He's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
And here comes the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. They go to the ground. Makes a man miss. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now the play fake. Dances away from the heat. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. They got to him in a heartbeat. Man, was he back there quickly.
And you could see the linebackers up near the line of scrimmage. Which one's coming? He comes flying through with great speed. The offense had no clue how to get him blocked, and he gets the big sack.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They're trying to get to it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. At the 45 on his way. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Setting up the screen. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Running back goes in motion. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Matthews. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. From the red zone, looking for a man. And the defense, got him at the 27.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. He's going to pass on second down. Finds the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. So now on comes the field goal unit. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. And it's no good. He missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. On first down, here comes this offense. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Slips a tackle. He's going to take off. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Holds and fires complete to the right. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Phenomenal play call by the offensive coordinator. You're calling screen passes to take advantage of a good pass rush, and that's exactly what happened. The offensive linemen, they just let those defensive ends run up the field. Quarterback did a perfect job holding on to the ball to the last possible second, getting it out to his running back. And, man, that running back had a
takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point. They're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. A little screen to the running back. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Up-tempo for the offense. On the option. Now the toss. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. You got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donna. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking for space. It's Mosley. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And he missed it. No good. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Caught in the backfield. It's Allen. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. leaves it with the back. Oh, better look out. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generated a huge play going to the right side. And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit. Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
Right back to the well. He breaks a tackle. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Allen. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
When you got a weapon this good at tight end, a quarterback, you've got to look his way, especially in this area of the field. Because remember, it's the red zone where these windows are so small. Nice job getting the completion and picking up the first.
Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And I think in today's era of college football, we get enamored with the jet sweep. It's exciting. You're getting this wide receiver involved in the run game. But sometimes it's just better to go old school and just run the football conventionally north-south.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Power football with the run. Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snagged in the end zone. Velcro on the hands, and it's a touchdown.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And he put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The hand to the running back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The back goes in motion. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Matthews. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. On first down, he'll just run the quarterback sneak. That doesn't seem very creative. No huddle offense to the line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Caught over the middle, it's Allen. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
And as a defense, you're going to give up plays, and receivers are going to make nice catches, but it's your job to limit the damage. Great job by the defense. As soon as he catches the football, they get him on the ground. Don't allow any of those big plays after the catch.
They'll operate out a split back. Makes his connection. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On first down from the 13-yard line. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Using his feet to buy time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. They'll immediately call timeout.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And what a catch for the touchdown as he just gets the foot down.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. So they've got the lead down to 10 here. A little more interesting as they're set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Annapolis. And we can't get very far into this halftime breakdown without talking about that stud linebacker. The kid's been everywhere all at once through 2 quarters. From clogging gaps to causing turnovers, he's been a one-man gang. Public enemy #1 for that opposing sideline. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Navy Marine Corps Memorial.
Just about set for the second half kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Get it out on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
The give. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They've been running it, but now the pass. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. On the option. He'll toss it. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
It's hard probably, fans, well, I'm listening to me too, to justify. You haven't ran the football very well. Not a lot of success. Running short, and you run the football again. So I think you got to find something that's going to work. Maybe get the quarterback out of the pocket, him running the football, or he can run or pass. But the run game just itself, it's been pretty stuffed so far by this defense.
Here comes the offense on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Allen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Second down coming up. They'll give it on the counter. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. With the catch, it's Allen. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
When you run those routes, those curl routes, just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job, great catch. First down.
To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Allen. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Got his man down the middle.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against an elite receiver, and that's a tough battle to win. But you got to take those chances. You got to be aggressive. The offense won that one. At least it wasn't a huge game-changing play.
That's caught. It's Allen. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Knocked off his feet, but not before he picks up 6 yards down to the 10.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go right back to the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it! He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Makes the grab. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he dances into the end zone for a touchdown. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation, building on that lead.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass up here on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast to force the incompletion.
Couldn't make the play on 1st down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Matthews. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Safe completion on the screen. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Trying to find his man on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love screen passes on offense, and you got to do them in different ways. To the running backs, you can do them to receivers, do them to tight ends. Didn't gain any yards on that one, but don't be afraid to dial that play up again later.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to the air one more time. Makes the grab.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in their zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Allen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll try the run. And it's a touchdown. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. So they've got the lead down to 10 here, a little more interesting as they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Hands it off. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. To the ground to try to move the chains. At the 40, there he goes. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off the RPO, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to power their way ahead. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
And here comes the punt team. He'll call for the fair catch here. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Wide out in motion. Trying to get the corner on the jet sweep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that is how you stop the jet sweep if you're on defense. You get penetration up front. Yeah, they're going to try to outflank you, but they can't do anything about it if you got dudes up front winning one-on-one.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field. And this guy, you know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows he's got 97 yards rushing here in the 4th quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Off he goes. He's at the 10. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving his defense up.
Getting set for the point after. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. All kinds of running room. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Second down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Matthews. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Try to get it on the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. From the shotgun, the inside give. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Grab behind the line. It's Allen. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Nice throw, great catch, easy glide into the end zone for the touchdown.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw. Quarterback moving. Still on his feet. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. He makes the connection. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Allen. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
And still a few inches short of the sticks as they come to the line for second down. He's looking to throw. Skips away from pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. Offense set on first down. The give as they work on that clock. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give out of the gun. Dances away from one. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Going with the ground game left. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And here comes the field goal team. Salt, meet open room. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further.